Well, recent findings by the Survey Center for American Life suggest that the number of close friendships that American men now have has declined considerably over the past decades, with just 27% claiming at least 6 close friends. 15% said they have no friends at all.
That's so sad. Oh my gosh. Well, there's plenty of speculation about why men tend to have more difficulty establishing friendships than women do. We're really more interested in solutions, and our Mike-Polk-Jr. believes he might have found one. There's a local men's group called Dudes of Cleveland, and they're here to help our men make friends.
Good news. If you're a lonely man in this world, you are not alone. According to a recent study by the European Journal of Public Health, more than 1 in 4 American men under the age of 30 reported having no close social connections. Social isolation can have serious negative effects on your mental and physical health. So, men need friends. Some guys recognize that. That's why I went duckpin bowling with some strangers.
Dudes of Cleveland is a group that I started for guys in Cleveland to make friends, get to know each other, whether you're new or you're looking to expand your circle. For me, it's because I moved all over the place. I finally ended up in Cleveland, decided that this is where I wanted to stay, and I'm like, I need to make some friends.
Friendship is important to our mental and physical health, regardless of gender. But according to Ryan Edlin, a therapist who teaches at Case Western, many men fail to recognize that.
Guys aren't told or taught that their friendships are something that they can have and enjoy and keep for a lifetime, and that there's many benefits to that. I have seen, especially in the age of technology, it's multiplied people's isolation in general, but especially guys.
What's the response been so far?
Very supportive. A lot of guys that have come to the events, they're like, this has been exactly what I needed. Some of them are just, you know, hey, this is awesome. It's across the board, just all different responses, but they're all positive so far.
So why do many grown men have difficulty making friends?
I think a lot of men put on a front or they put on a mask and they have to appear a certain way. I was guilty of it. I did it for a long time, and that's probably why I didn't make friends in a lot of places.
A lot of times guys don't even know where to begin, and there's this, I call it anxiety, but there's this awkwardness of that first step of like, well, who do I even call? A lot of the times I'm coaching the guys, you're not a loser, and you can't know what it's like until you go there.
Recent Cleveland transplant Brad Eiffel is glad he took a chance on the Dudes group.
I didn't realize until a couple years ago how hard it is to make friendships as an adult and as a guy. It's really hard to just like walk up to someone and be like, what's up, man? It's been a great opportunity to get out there and like meet more guys and hang out with cool people.
Professor Edlin says groups like the Dudes have the right attitude.
More men are showing up and more available to have these conversations in my office. So that's where I'm often looking at like groups like the one you described.
Because I've started this and started making friends, I'm excelling more at work. I'm excelling more in my relationship with my wife. Things in my life all around are better just because I have these other outlets now.
If you were going to give advice to some Cleveland dudes who are on the fence about possibly showing up to one of these events, what would you say to them?
You have absolutely nothing to lose. And whatever you want to gain. The opportunity to make a friend, or at the very least have a drink, or play some duckpin bowling, or laser tag, or any of the other stuff we've done. If you're thinking that you want to do it, there's a reason for that.
This is Mike, watching friendship blossom at a tiny bowling alley for 3 News.
Do you remember when we were all kids and how easy it was?
It was.
To make friends. I'm just gobsmacked when I see my kids at the playground and literally like just walk up like, hey, you want to play? Yeah, let's play. And like 2 seconds later, this is my best friend.
Yeah.
What's her name? I don't know.
Yes.
She's my best friend.
We all
I'm like, okay, awesome. Well, get out there and get to it. So I'm sure the dudes do that.
Yeah, well, I appreciate their candor. I mean, that was really vulnerable for them to talk about it. But I've heard other people talking about just starting a group, especially for women as well, because once you get out of college, you're not forced to really be with people. And as you get older, they say, I don't know how to make friends in my 20s. It's really hard.
Right. Your work friends are all kind of become the core, and then you're stuck at work all the time. So, yeah, it's tough.
Good for them. We love it.
Well, Josh's next event is planned for March 19th. We have more information on the Dudes on our website.